Okay, now let's move on to question 2, 3, and 4. Number 2 says, what is the axis of symmetry? Well, I know that the axis of symmetry is that line that cuts the graph in half. Well, just by looking at it, I know that the halfway point is going to be this point right where my cursor is at. That is the vertex. In fact, the axis of symmetry is just the x-coordinate of the vertex. So, to find the vertex, we're going to go on a graphic calculator. We're going to hit second, and then go to where the button says trace. As you can see above that button in blue letters, it says calc. That's what we're looking for. Hit that button, and we get the menu that says calculate. Now, by looking at this, it has a couple of options. What we're going to be looking for is either the minimum or the maximum value. This depends on the direction the graph is opening up. If it's opening upwards, you're going to be using the minimum value for your vertex. If it opens downwards, you would be using the maximum. So we know our graph is opening upwards, so we're going to use minimum. So scroll down to minimum, hit enter, and then we're given a slightly different menu. Same graph, but now it says left bound, question mark. So let's look at what that means. Left bound means we have to go to the left-hand side of the vertex. Remember, the vertex is going to be that low point at the end. So let's go to the left of the vertex. Just keep hitting that left arrow. It doesn't matter where you are, just as long as it's on the left-hand side. Once you've done that, hit enter. Now, after you hit enter, it says right bound. That means you're going to go to the right-hand side of your graph. Once you're on the right-hand side, same thing, hit enter. Now it says guess. It's going to guess at where your vertex is at. Hit enter one more time, and it gives you your two values. X equals negative 0.9999, and y equals negative 9. Well, remember, I said that the axis of symmetry is the x-coordinate. So my axis of symmetry is going to be negative 0.9999, which if we round it up is just going to be equal to negative 1. So our axis of symmetry is x equals negative 1. Now let's go to where it says vertex. Vertex is just the x and the y coordinate. So we take our x coordinate of negative 1 and write it with the y coordinate of negative 9, as you can see on our calculator. We write it as an ordered pair, so it's going to be x, negative 1, comma, your y of negative 9. And that is your answer for part 3.